Triangle midsegment. Continuing on within our triangles. Triangle midsegment is a midsegment of a triangle is a segment connecting the midpoints. What's midpoint? It is the point of a line segment dividing it into two congruent parts of two sides of our triangle. So we have triangle ABC, and you can see here that DE is our mid-segment, and it is connecting the two midpoints, come on, of AB and BC. So D is our midpoint of AB, which means that these two lines are congruent. E is our midpoint of BC, meaning these two lines are congruent. So our theorem states if a segment joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, then the segment is parallel to the third side and half as long. So what's that saying? That says up here, if this is our mid-segment, then this line is parallel to it, and the distance here, DE, is half the distance of AC, or in other words, the opposite is true. The distance of AC is 2 times DE. So let me write that here. DE, the mid-segment. Let's do this. Let's write it like this. The mid-segment is half the side, or the side equals 2 times the mid-segment. Okay, if D and E are the midpoints of this triangle ABC, DE is 46. What is the measure of AC? So we are trying to find the side of the triangle. So we're going to take 2 times the mid-segment of 46. So that side, if we do the math, is 92. This other example says that AC is 30. So we're trying to find the mid-segment. So we're going to take 1/2 of the side. And if we do the math, that is 15. Of course, it's not going to be all that easy. We're going to add in our variables. So we can tell by how our picture is labeled, since this is congruent to this and this one is congruent to this one, that this has to be a mid-segment. And this is our side that is parallel to. So we need to find x. So the easiest way to do these is to take the side of 17x minus 18 and set it equal to 2 times the mid-segment. And I solve that, x equals 6. You might also see one like this with a whole little triangle inside our big triangle. And all of these, we got lots and lots of mid-segments. So if L, M, and N are the midpoints of the sides of PQR, so the little triangle hits at the midpoints of the big triangle, we got PR, So let's label is 46. 46. And PQ is 40. And LN, this one inside, is 17. All right, let's find the rest of these. So, doesn't matter where you start. Let's start here. If this is our side of our triangle, and we want to find its mid-segment right here, I'm going to take 46 divided by 2. I hate these markers. And that is 23. 23. Okay, keep going. Here's this side, PQ, and its related mid-segment is NM, because those are the two lines that it's parallel to. So I'm going to take 40, divide that by 2, and that gives me 20. We got LN is this mid-segment, and it relates to this side. Those are the ones that are parallel. So I'm going to take 17 times 2, and that is 34. Finally, it asks, what's MR? Well, MR is this point, and if we know the total is 34, and if this M is our midpoint, these have to be congruent. So 34 divided by 2 is 17. All right. This last example on your notes is also one of the problems in your practice. It is more challenging. It's doing the same thing as what we just did, but instead of having numbers, having variables. So try it and let me know if you have questions.